Do you want to know how good you are at general knowledge? Answer the 50 questions and put your mind to work in a fun and useful way. At the end, calculate the score and write it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with other tests. Let's get started. Which element has the highest melting point? Carbon, tungsten, wolfram? Tungsten. What is the oldest known written language? Sumerian, Egyptian, Akkadian? Sumerian. Who was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes? Marie Curie, Pierre Curie, Linus Pauling? Marie Curie. What is the second smallest country in the world? Monaco, Vatican, San Marino? Monaco. What chemical element has the symbol K? Potassium, potassium, sodium? Potassium. Which ancient Greek philosopher was Alexander the Great's teacher? Socrates, Plato, Aristotle? Aristotle. Which country is home to the highest waterfall in the world? Angel Falls, Venezuela? Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela? Which writer created the character Hercules Poole? Agatha Christie, Arthur Conan Doyle, Dorothy Sayers? Agatha Christie. Which singer has won the most Grammy Awards in history? Beyoncé, Adele, Taylor Swift? Beyoncé. Which city was the capital of Japan before Tokyo? Kyoto, Osaka, Nara? Kyoto. Which physicist developed the theory of general relativity? Newton, Einstein, Hawking? Einstein. Which composer wrote the Eroica Symphony? Beethoven, Mozart, Bach? Beethoven. Which ancient civilization is credited with creating the first true alphabet? The Greeks, the Phoenicians, the Romans? The Phoenicians. Which scientist developed the exact theory of blood circulation in the human body? Galileo, Harvey, Jenner? William Harvey. Which ancient language influenced the development of the Romance languages? Latin, Greek, Hebrew, Latin? Which country is known for creating the art of origami? China, Japan, Korea? Japan. What is the rarest natural element on Earth? Francium, Asta, radium? Asta? What musical instrument is associated with the legend of Orpheus? Lyre, lute, harp? Lyre. In what year did the Great Fire of London occur? 1665, 1667, 166. Which bird is known for sleeping while flying? Flamingo, griffin vulture? Albatross. Who painted the Night Watch? Van Gogh, Rembrandt, Vermeer, Rembrandt. What is the only known natural predator of the adult giant clam? Shark, porpoise, whale, porpoise. Which virus is responsible for causing chickenpox? Herpes, varicella zoster, rubella. Varicella zoster. Which country invented the game of chess? India, China, Persia. India. Which scientist proposed the heliocentric model of the solar system? Copernicus, Galileo, Kepler. Copernicus. Which language family includes Finnish and Hungarian? Indo-European, Uralic, Altaic. Uralic. What natural phenomenon is responsible for creating the aurora borealis? Solar wind, volcanic eruption, magnetic field. Solar wind. Which ancient city was located near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers? Babylon, Petra, Nineveh? Babylon. Which marine animal is able to regenerate its lost limbs? Starfish, jellyfish, coral. Starfish. Which city is considered the birthplace of the Renaissance? Florence, Rome, Venice. Florence. Which mathematical term refers to a quantity that does not change? Constant variable constant parameter. Which is the largest terrestrial carnivore in existence? Polar bear, lion, tiger. Polar horse. Which famous psychologist developed the theory of the OEDP complex? Jung, Freud, Adler, Sigmund Freud. Which country is famous for manufacturing the first watch with? Germany, Switzerland, Austria? Germany. Which is the longest mountain range on Earth? Andes. Himalayas, Atlas, Andes. Which country had the first democratically elected parliament in the world since 1930? England, Iceland, Norway, Iceland. Which country invented tea as a beverage? Tina. India, Japan, China. Which vertebrate animal is known for the longest lifespan? Galapagos ostrich, Greenland shark, blue whale. Greenland shark. Which metal is mainly extracted from bauxite? Iron, aluminum, copper. Aluminum. Which type of radiation is most dangerous to humans when exposed to large amounts? Gamma rays, X-rays, beta rays. Gamma rays. Which organ in the human body is capable of producing its own electricity? Heart, brain, liver. Heart. Which bird is known for the longest non-stop migratory flight? Arctic tern, albatross, swallow. Arctic tern. Which ancient wonder was located in the city of Babylon? Colossus of Rhodes, Hanging Gardens, Lighthouse of Alexandria. Hanging Gardens. Which empire was known for creating the first organized postal system? Persian, Roman, Mongol. Persian Empire. Which British king was defeated at the Battle of Hastings? Harold I, William I, Edward the Confessor. Harold I. Which city was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire? Rome, Constantinople, Athens. Constantinople. What is the capital of Mongolia? Ulaanbaatar, Karakoram, Ohohohot, Ulaanbaatar, which is the smallest country in Africa by area. Seal's Mauritius treasure shells. Which Roman emperor is known for building a massive wall in Britain? Trajan, Adrian, Nero. Adrian. Which war took place between 1853 and 1856 involving Russia, Britain, France and the Ottoman Empire? The Crimean War, the 100 Years' War or the 100 Years' War? The Crimean War. So, how did you do? Write in the comments how many correct answers you had. I hope you had fun and that you put your mind to the contribution. Thanks for accepting the challenge and trying the test. See you in the next test.